Hello, everybody. How's it going today? I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream today, so I was like cleaning and sitting when you do. But I just really wanted to play this game, so here we are. I just need to post something in Discord real quick. Very simple. Have fun with that, streamers. Okay. For a second there, this didn't feel right, but no, this is good. When last we space trauma'd, we met new... I hesitate to say friends. I wouldn't call them friends by any means. We met new people. So we're here now, but Tammy has something to say. Oh, because it's a birthday! Okay, we get another cake, as per every year, and of course we share it with Tammy, but she's always so good and she makes one for herself. So, I don't know if anybody else has anything. I know we need to get that. Hello, cursor. That. We need to get that. 11, which I'm sure will help the boy, but I think we're gonna need more than that. Okay. I don't remember if I was working up towards anything in particular. Can I deliver some brushwood to you? I already gave him what do they count as, like, engineering? Oh, I think that's what I was working towards. Rex holds his hand out, letting flakes of snow melt on his hand. I thought snow was supposed to be cold, he says. Is everything on this planet warm? He sticks his tongue out, trying unsuccessfully to catch some flakes on his tongue. I know he asked for loaves, but I don't know if that's just like we give them to him just whenever we're able to. I think I'm gonna spend the month going out and collecting more logs. And then we'll go from there. I think the plains is the best place to get them. Oh, Nomi is out with us now. I was wondering when they would be considered. When that started. When you report for surveying duty, Nomi is here. It's their first day as a surveyor. They smile widely when they see you, smiling exuberantly. Oh, you two knew each other already? Utopia says, looking to you then Nomi. That'll make this easier. Solana, I'd like you to keep an eye on Nomi while you're out there. Utopia continues. I'm going to assign you to the same regions for the next little while. Just make sure they don't wander into a nest of snap bladders, okay? Yay! Hooray! Nomi cheers and gives you a high five. As Utopia explains to Nomi and some other new Helio surveyors about the surveying tools, Nomi starts to get bored and wanders a little ways from the group. You see it happening, but are powerless to stop them from tripping and nearly landing in a nest of Hawkeye eggs. They're just about to crash into the delicate spun glass cocoon when Utopia materializes as if out of nowhere and scruffs them by the back of the collar. Nomi, pay attention! Nomi giggles like they don't even realize the danger of being stampeded by the upset Hawkeyes beginning to gather around. Utopia ushers them back to the group before things can get tramply. Nomi asks a million questions about the eggs. Are they edible? Do they have hard shells or soft? What is the cocoon made out of? How long until they hatch? Utopia sighs. Just get out of here, you two, she says, before the cute little varmints turn ugly. Yay! So now we have What's a nice way to put it? Nomi is so wonderful, but they are a hazard to themselves. Ooh, crystals. Man, we have like all kinds of goodies out this time. Maybe I have to go elsewhere. I feel like I'm not getting a whole lot of mushrooms. Well, okay. I spoke too soon. Gimme. Oh, noodle is spicy out there? For some reason? Oh, gimme. Oh, okay. What are we getting into? Oh god. You hear Nomi shouting for help nearby. Run over there. You sprint to the sound of distress. Oh, good. Nomi seems to have fallen headfirst into some kind of Nomi-sized flower. Is it eating them? It's engulfed Nomi's upper torso, its petals pulsing as it pulls them down further. You can use the plas cutter to cut them out of there if you can figure out what part of this creature to cut without hurting Nomi. Nomi is struggling and you hear muffled sounds of distress from inside. You have to try. This one to physical cards and bonus to pairs. I don't want to use that. If I mess all that up. Okay, that'll do. Hello, T. Yeah, Nomi just be doing Nomi stuff. Yeah, let's go. Cool, we are maxed on animals. You delicately slice the lyre flower at the underside of the base of its flower, which you guess is the creature's neck. Up close, it actually looks more reptilian than plant-like. Just a little nick and the creature coughs and convulses. Nomi spills forth in a flood of digestive juices. Ew, yuck! My outfit, stupid flower! Nomi stomps and shakes their fist at the flower, which lurches away on a flat, snake-like body. Ah, the sweet baby. Okay. Is that not something I had already? Maybe it's just better now? That's my guess. Any more goodies for me to steal? I'm getting to the end of it all. Yoink. Yeah, let's do this one and maybe head back. Oh. There's a deep, perfectly circular pond here, filled with clear, crystalline water. Small, transparent creatures like jellyfish bob around in it, rippling with iridescence. Dees is with you, and in a characteristically bad mood, despite the jaw-dropping beauty of your surroundings. He plops grumpily down on the bluff to watch the water. Watch with him. You aren't watching for long when a tentacle reaches up and plucks one of the jellyfish from the swarm, dragging it down into the depths. Some massive Xeno must live at the bottom of this pond. Fascinating. As you watch, it plucks two more. It seems to prefer the larger, older ones. Maybe it's like a farmer tending to its flock. Or just a really sneaky predator. He takes some notes, particularly that you should think twice about swimming in any of these ponds, and yet go swimming is still in there. Let's take a nap. Ooh, nice. So relaxing. You take off your shoes and soak your feet in the water. You're dozing off until a tentacle grabs your ankle and pulls you into the pool. Well, I wouldn't have chosen that! You flail your arms fighting the gentle pull of the tentacle. Dees watches from the shoreline. You think he's frozen in shock. When you call for help, he only frowns in thought. Dees, help! Dees moves closer to the pool. Panic doesn't help, he mutters. Calm down. Just calm down, see? You stop flailing and the tentacle stops pulling. See, it's not pulling you under, Dees says. It's just checking you out. After a while, the tentacle releases you and disappears into the depths. Dees helps fish you out of the deceptively deep pool and helps wring out your clothes. I'm gonna call him stupid. I'm just gonna say nothing. Don't do that again, Dees says, sounding furious, actually. If you drowned in there, it would have been my fault. Don't ever do that again. You realize he's upset because he cares about you, in his way. You mumble a thank you and grab a towel to dry off. I don't really want to do any of the other things there, so I think I want to... I think I want to go back to the ridges because we were making progress on the ridges and shit happens there. And I kind of want to explore that. Nomi is camped out in the lounge, their hollow pad screen spread out before them like a drawing table. In another screen, there's a collection of photos of a manticore. Nomi looks between the two screens, their brow furrowed in concentration as they scribble directly onto the screen with a stylus. What are you doing? Well, Nomi replies thoughtfully, I wanted to write an illustrated story about aliens like in Turbo Girl Hyperjet Transform, except using the Xenos here on Vertamna, like manticores and the Faceless and stuff, but they can talk, and instead of attacking the colony, they help people instead. That's cool. Thanks, Nomi chirps, scribbling happily at their drawing. I got the idea from the second Turbo Girl Hyperjet OVA, you know? The one where the Medusa demons show up and the aliens and the Turbocos have to band together to defeat the common enemy? I remember that part. Nomi looks up at you with a start. Oh, they exclaim. That reminds me. So, I'm trying to brush up on my Xeno anatomy and I'm totally fine with writing it, but... They blow out a big breath, ruffling their bangs. I kind of haven't been here long enough to make sure it feels right, you know? To make it go pop! And I want to make sure I'm being, you know, sensitive about stuff I don't know a lot about. So I was wondering, could you help me with some of the world building? Oh, damn it. Well, if I want to try to pursue something with Nomi, I gotta be more creative. Well, I can try. You spend an enjoyable afternoon helping Nomi with their story. When you're done, they give you a big hug and thank you profusely for your help. Well, I tried. Rex looks around the colony, scratching idly behind his ear. When he sees you, he smiles so wide his tongue rolls out of his mouth. Hey, Solona, what you got going on? Huggies! Again? Rex laughs, but wraps you up in a big bear hug all the same. I'm still surprised by how high a friendship I have with Tangent this time around. So little friendship with Cow. It's fine. We don't talk about him. And for the Helio kids being here for such a short amount of time. Oh, man. It's really sad. There's no way to save Calm. Like, he just dies. And so far, he has been the only one to actually die in this run. It's really sad. We've managed to save everybody else, and I don't know who the other 3 are, so I can't think of who they are. Maybe Helio? Maybe one day we'll find out. Do I want to work on some engineering before I go to the ridge? So I get up to 80, then I can do the next Rex thing, which will give me another card. But if I do the ridges, that's story progression. What are my options? I have 4 gold. Oh, apply at the robotics lab. Does that give me better engineering? As you enter the robotics lab, one of Professor Hal's weird little robots is out of its matrix again. It's bumbling around the room as Hal chases it. The bot's sensors appear damaged, as its collision detection looks completely shot. At least this one doesn't seem dangerous. I have enough engineering to fix the robot. Oh, Professor Hal laughs sheepishly. Thanks for the help, Solana. I guess this one got away from me again. He watches you play with the bot. Hot dog, you are good at engineering, he says, pride in his voice. You should work on the robots we have now. Repair robots. Ooh, ooh, ooh! We get friendship with Nomi. I should really go around and see what else I can get. Because there has to be something to do with the other kids. I know if we do something in the delivery with Mars, we could build up with Mars. I'm gonna run around. New cards in the depot? Okay, well, I can go look at that. I want to see what I can do. Nope. I haven't really done a whole lot in that one. Supply! Oh, damn. What? Vintage focus device. Shut the fuck up. That's so dumb. Plus 30 engineering and your first collectible is free? God damn. Plus $15. What? What? Oh, I mean, I mean, I want that, I think. Hold on, where's my collectibles? No, gear, yeah. I could just get rid of the Ricky card. No offense, Ricky, but damn, I actually need kudos. That would be an easy way to get my engineering up. Also, the first collectible is free to use is fucking sick. The wild is interesting. Yeah, kudos are good for things. I forgot a bunch of my memories with them. And now I don't have enough to buy cards. Damn, okay. There's nothing in here. Maybe if I like did some of these, I would get more options of things to do. I don't know if the depot would have anything with your Rex. This is all stuff with Cal. Cal's like the only one that works in hydroponics. Also, fun fact, not fun fact, if both of your parents die, Cal becomes the new head of hydroponics at a very young age. So that's interesting. Oh yeah, I'm sure if I did this stuff. I don't want to do these. one of these days I'm gonna have to do what I would consider the evil run. It's just all the combat training, and I don't want to do that. I probably need a lot more organizing in order to do anything in the depot. But Rex also needs the engineering stuff, so... And if I'm over here doing robotic stuff, I get friendship with Nomi Nomi. So, repair robots. You're honestly pumped for your first day at the robotics lab. There wasn't enough room on the Strato for a proper lab, so for most of your life you've been warned that the bots the colony relies on, like the watering bots and the hoverlifts, will eventually all break down for good. With a fully functioning robotics lab, you should be able to keep those bots active for a lot longer. Plus, there's all sorts of unused bots in here. You look around and wonder at the wide array of chassis and shells. Maybe one day you'll even be able to create new robots of your own. You can't wait to show off what you can do. I like this little guy right here. Hal gets you started along with Congruence, who helps with the programming. I'm really just her hands, Hal says, laughing jovially. She's the brains behind the operation. Oh, please, Congruence chirps. If anything, we're partners in crime. Where would I be without you, Hal? So, what are you excited to work on, Solana? Programming is super cool. Isn't it? Congruence agrees. You can do anything in the digital world. Translating it to the physical world is another challenge, but I promise you're going to learn so much about bot code. Hal lets you putter to your heart's content, happy to let you work at your own pace while he grades projects from his engineering class. If you have questions, Congruence answers them with her supernatural patience and cheer. You spend the day getting to know your way around the robotics lab, meeting all the bots you're going to be working with. These broken, forgotten bots just need a little TLC. Okay. 35 isn't that bad. That'll do. Oh, hell yeah! I actually built up kudos! Sick. That new card will be ours. Just give it time. It's dust. You can't get him. I ship it. Honestly, I don't remember. I didn't interact with them as much in my first playthrough, but I could ship this too. They're looking pretty cute. He would be good for her to make her chill out a little bit on the mean girl act. All right, Dees, what's up? I see you with your little speech bibble. You leave the front gates and see Dees talking to one of the senior surveyors. He listens intently to their instructions, and the surveyor hands him a satchel of instruments and clasps him on the shoulder before walking away. Dees turns to you. Hey, Solana, he says. He hikes the satchel on his shoulder and gives you a shy smile. It's still kind of weird to be allowed to be outside the walls. Oh, interesting. I don't know if this will give me, if I will be, maybe. I should be able to do all of these. Remember when we used to sneak out? Yeah. Deese's eyes crinkle at the corners. It was so easy to avoid Chief Surveyor Tonin, he says wistfully. What's the weirdest thing you've seen? Deese looks up at the sky with a thoughtful look. There's this big rock in the western ridges that's almost totally flat on top. When I get near it, it makes me feel happy. He smiles. It's so strange, and it's really hard to leave. The first time I went there, I laid on top of it for so long that I almost missed the transport back. I can't. Knowing what I know, I can't flirt with you. I know it's my job, but I haven't told anyone about it yet. He says, I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like it wants to be kept a secret. I'd love to see it sometime. A weird expression passes over Deese's face before he schools it back to his trademark blank look. Maybe, he replies. I don't know. I don't think it wants that. Okay. Deese looks pretty busy, so you say goodbye and let him get back to his work. You'll have to let him keep some of his secrets. For now. Which is more? Oh, well, yeah, obviously. Rebellious. Yeah, those are all no-does. I need to... Where do I need to go? I'll figure that out in a little bit. I'm gonna... Yeah, he is the feral child of the Strato. But he's just misunderstood. There's a stack of repair requisitions flagged for Deese that he hasn't touched in days. Ugh, all he wants to do is tinker with the bots and figure out how to make them play games or act in weird ways. It's cool, and it's probably teaching him a lot about bot development, but it's not getting his work done now. You end up finishing your work quickly, just so you can help him cut down some of his. Your own work suffers a little, but everything gets done. Ooh, first collectible is for we. Yeah. Yeah. God, that's so much engineering. That's gonna go so much faster than I thought, and I already have enough to help Rex. I think I have to get to 100 to get the final perk, though. Goodest is good. Oh, okay. You're woken by the buzzing of your hollow palm. It's a colony-wide alert. You rub your eyes and ponder the thickness of the air seeping into your bedroom through the open veranda door. It's an ominous but beautiful sight. The seasonal pale pink haze has turned to deep fuchsia with scintillating silver sparks floating through it. The shimmer. Thankfully, you've all been inoculated against it. Oh, I think this is when your dad dies. Thankfully, you've all been inoculated against the shimmer, because this looks like a bad year for the airborne spores. To be safe, you stay inside and seal your door and windows tightly. You spend the time playing hologames with your dad. After a couple of days, the pollen fog passes without incident. Okay. I was like actually concerned there for a second, but I think if you did not get the cure for shimmer, I think that's actually the month that your dad dies. So that fucking sucks. Making sure I'm not missing any collectibles, since those do sometimes spawn. What you doing there, Anemone? Dad have anything to say? Nope. Nope, everybody's just good. Actually, I haven't talked to my parents in a while. I don't know that they have much. I didn't see you there. Gib. I don't know if they have much to say, but your mom is taking a break with her makeshift desk inside the domes. What's up, Selena? She asks. Need me for something? Well, I am not organized enough to tell you what I've learned. Hey, it's my little genius, your dad exclaims, swooping down to kiss the top of your head. Savior of the colony. What do you need, love bug? Do I have one of those already? I do. I'll save that for later. I don't think I need it now. Yes! Yes! We build something! You know what my hammock needs? Asks Rex.
It's a dog boy. What can I do for you?
The look that she's giving me right now. No, you stop that. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come get a snug. Come get pet. Hi. You are such a needy little noodle. You can come sit down here. Put that down there for you.
I think she might also be mad at me because I vacuumed the house and she hates the vacuum. Hello, Sumi. Yes, noodle is always spicy.
I'm too old. I'm doing stuff. I'm sorry you're too big to sit in my lap, otherwise I'd let you.
I know. Can I go back to my game? She sits here and she gives me a look that's supposed to make me look guilty, but I know for a fact that I try my damnedest to snuggle with her and she decides to sit elsewhere and not with me. So you know what? The guilt I feel is minimal. Still feel guilty, but not nearly as bad.
Put it down, baby. You'll get your snacks later, I promise. Go on.
You've been provided with the necessities. I promise. You know what my hammock needs? Asks Rex. An automatic snack delivery system for when my hands are busy. I was thinking, if I hang a big barrel of cookies up here, he continues, pointing to a gnarled wood tree nearby, I could use ramps and pulleys to bring the cookies over here. He gestures to his hammock. And they could just roll right into my mouth. Now that's ingenuity. It's a bold plan and involves a lot of twisty-turny ramps, gears, levers, swinging arms, and more. It's probably a lot more complicated than it needs to be, but it is hilarious to watch Rex press a button and send a cookie rocketing down a chute and eventually into his mouth. The ground is littered with the cookie detritus of failed runs, but Rex is proud anyway. It works perfect, he says, his mouth full. Thanks for your help. Oh, silly lad. Baby girl. Huggies! Rex throws his arms wide. Coach, I'm open, he laughs, catching you as you throw yourself into his arms. He spins you around and growls into your neck, squeezing you tightly. It's a good hug, the kind that makes you instantly just a little bit more relaxed. Also, I have, that. Rex beams with happiness as you hand over the mushwood. What, really, really? He exclaims. I need this for building that bar. Thanks so much. Rex shoots you a shy smile. Nothing a dog likes more than a stick, right? Ma'am. Do you want to voice Rex? Do you want to voice the dog? I love you. Can you just go lay down for a little bit? You miss the days when we gamed on the couch, huh? Those were the best days for the girl. You used to get all cuddly and cute and snuggled up. I want to make some progress today, honey. If you please. As she grumbles. Goodness gracious, my darling. Okay, all events have respawned. Oh my goodness. None of that. That's too sick.
Do you think this is gonna make me stop? Do you think you throwing a tissy fit is gonna make me stop gaming? Has that ever worked in the past? Okay, maybe it's worked like a little bit. Hello, Cleo. Welcome in. How you doing? You're in time for spicy noodle. Mm-hmm. Nora. Oh my goodness. That was quite a howl. That's enough now. We're fine for now. Just because you have spicy feelings. Mm-hmm. And you were taught how to vocalize them. Oh, now might be the time! Guys, it might be the time! You've been saved a few times. Nora, it's time. I need you to hug. I love you. As soon as I turn around, she starts huffing at me again. What a little turd. You've been saved a few times. Girl. That's enough. Hush, go fight. You've been saved a few times from certain doom, or at least discomfort, and it can't have been a coincidence. Something or someone has taken an interest in you. You're being followed. You're beginning to get a feel for this place and its dangers, so the next time you hear the mournful hoot of a passing air squid, you head towards it instead of away, keeping an eye out for anyone watching you from the cliffs. There, just as you think you're... Oh... Hold on, can I... I don't want to call out just yet. I want this to happen organically and show you guys the things that I saw. I think I have to chase him. There, just as you think you're going to have to grab its tentacles and fly it like a kite to get your savior to show up, you see a shadowy humanoid figure appear over a nearby ridge. You make eye contact and both freeze. His almond-shaped eyes widen in his not quite human face, and he slips out of sight again. Chase him! You tear up the cliff after him, making all sorts of noise as the mysterious figure leaps lightly over the twisting vines and shifting dunes. You lose sight of him, and are suddenly pounced on by a manticore. It must have been attracted by all the noise you made. You hit the dirt in a pile of thrashing limbs and whipping vines, the weight of the apex predator crushing the breath from your lungs. Your savior returns just before the manticore opens your skull like a tin can. He shouts something in a language you don't recognize, then jumps on the great predator's back. The manticore roars and leaps off of you, bucking the stranger until he loses his grip and lands with a crunch a few meters away. The manticore disappears into the wilderness. The man is lying on the ground, winded. You take the opportunity to pounce on him yourself. He's not getting away this time. This is not the same, but this is the same. May I introduce everyone to the resident twink. I was not prepared for him to show up like this. But ta-da! It's the boy! Also, notably, the easiest romanceable character in this entire game. I'm glad you're interested, Cleo. You get a good look at his face for the first time. The long, delicate features, the odd tone of his skin, almost purple, and his glittering alien eyes. Before he can answer your question, you jump off him and back away. Wait, this man, you've seen him in your dreams. It feels like you know him. His name is at the forefront of your memory, just out of reach. He brushes the dirt from his clothes and stands up tall. Very tall. You have to take another step back to get a good look at him. You catch a glimpse of pale purple wrists under his tattered black sleeves, delicate like bird bones. I'm a gardener, he purrs, and you're trespassing on my planet. You take in the man before you and are hit with a pang of memory. You know him. His name is... It's nice to meet you again, Sim. Sim smiles at you, confused. How did you know my name? It's a long story, my guy. I learned it in a dream. Sim nods, like this makes sense to him. He jumps up onto a large rock and crouches, eyeing you thoughtfully. Let's make a deal, he says. He speaks with an odd inflection, putting the wrong stress on things, but the words themselves come easily enough to him. I'm not supposed to talk to you, he says. It's against the rules, but since you've caught me, I can grant you one wish. He smiles mischievously. Is this a joke? I wish for 1,000 kudos. I wish to know more about you. He gives you a sly look. In time, Solana, I hope. He pauses and his eyes unfocus for a moment. He stares straight ahead, unblinking. Then he slowly stretches like a cat and stands up. Well, this has been fun, but I'm afraid my duty calls. He doffs an invisible hat towards you. I'm looking forward to the story of how you came to know my name. He jumps behind the rock and disappears. Literally, he disappeared. You search all around and can find no trace of where he might have gone or how. You're struck with a sudden sense of remembering, so strong that you have to stop and hold your head. Meeting Sim again. It's just like it was before. I'm pretty sure that's not what happened, but okay. Maybe in another timeline. I don't know if I care about doing the thumper stuff. I think I just need to get to the... Oh, hey! You didn't get very far, my guy. Hello, Sim. Oh. Oh, I want to take that option so bad. Hold on, I need to do another save. Take me to your leader. You're following an animal path through the underbrush when a change in the ambient noise makes you stop in your tracks and listen. You get the feeling you're not alone. By now, you're getting used to the feeling of being watched. Wait to see what happens. A tall form steps out casually from behind a rock. Why, hello again, says Sim, smiling. He bows to you like a courtier. A gesture that looks perfectly elegant on him, but nonetheless carries a deep sense of still being alien. You take the chance to get a good look at him. He's like a human, but not. Not just genetically enhanced, he's a whole different species. An alien. A gardener. Whatever that means. It's a lot to take in. You look... He puts a finger to his chin and an exaggerated expression of contemplation. Like a wide-eyed sugar bug. His hair slithers around the sides of his head like it's trying to get a better look at you. You find your voice in croak. Oh, well, no, I haven't told anybody about you yet. Why do you keep following me? Because, my sugar bug, you're about to stumble into a nest of young snapladders. I thought you might need rescuing again. Sure enough, you realize you can hear their mewling up ahead. Even the nestlings can be deadly in numbers. With that warning, I believe my job here is done. Sim purrs and turns to leave. Wait. You call out to him, but he disappears into the forest without a trace. Even though he's still here, but it's fine. I'm gonna go up this way, get all of our collectibles. Our presents, if you will. Yoink. Might do... probably not. I probably just don't want to do the boss one at this point with the stress that I have. Any more goodies? I need more mushroom. Oh, hi Utopia. Utopia sent a team of geologists to get a closer look at this region's weird terrain. You come across them working and Utopia beckons you over. Solana, she says, drawing everyone's attention to you. Solana, come here. Everyone, Solana's been working in this area a while, and I'm sure she's got plenty of information on what's out there. The geologists politely turn towards you and listen. Here's what we got so far, Utopia says, speaking directly to you. Judging from how the layers of sedimentation are broken up, this place used to be pretty flat, or there must have been a ton of earthquake activity, ripping up the land and bringing up these huge ridges. We can date the quakes around the time a lot of these ruins were created, she adds, and we're looking, but we haven't seen anything built after them. Like that was it for the old convergent domain. These broken up layers are the same across the planet. Something sure happened about 20,000 years ago. Help them work. You set up a drone hive to measure the sediment layers along the cliffside and learn a few things about rocks. Well, goody. Okay, so just the thumper? Okay. Eesh. Let's see if I have enough. Utopia has given you clearance to poke around the ruins in the secret valley. Stars, this place is neat. Dees thinks so too. At least we didn't have to climb back down again, he mutters. But you can tell he's excited. The buildings are arranged in a spiral formation around a central point. They're made of that oil-slick obsidian, something that looks like petrified bone and have parts missing where some other organic material has long since rotted away. It's all overgrown with vines and buried in shifting sands. You follow the spokes of the streets until you approach the center of the valley, where a large pyramid-shaped building sits surrounded by thumpers and a variety of other small buildings. Investigate the other buildings? Smaller, more deteriorated pyramid buildings dot around the valley, purposes unknown. There are also dozens of little obelisks, a couple meters wide with a circular design on one side. You will approach a random one of these on the edge of the valley. You lean on one of the round designs and the iris dilates open, sections grinding back like the world's rustiest automated door. Nah. Now you're looking through a large round door into a small, featureless room. Quite small, quite featureless, totally dark, very creepy. But you can hear a faint hum. Is it still powered? Nah. No, we're gonna bravely walk inside. Maybe. Interesting. Damn. Okay, to be fair, I was the west when I came down. Could try to change. Could change the suit of one. I don't think that'll help all that much. Helps a little bit, but. I'm still too stressed to push through. I'll just have to come back when I'm less stressed. I get a kudos. Nah, too scary. You change your mind not going in there. Not just yet. Check out the pyramid. You walk all around the massive pyramid, but you don't see any entrance into it. It's sealed tight. It vibrates with significance and looms hugely in your dream memories. You feel faint just being close to it, but Deese doesn't seem to feel anything. When he insists you give up and investigate something else, you don't complain. Just take a look at the thumpers. The 4 thumpers are in careful alignment, forming a square with wide paths between them and the pyramid in the center. One is almost totally reduced to rubble. None are still active. Leave for now. Damn. Well, we go back for now. And we'll just have to come back later. I kind of want to load up. I might do that after stream. I'll probably load up some of those options because I want to see what Sim says. Because I'm fascinated. God, I didn't realize I had to go this far back. Oh, okay. There's Noodle. One of the noodles. Oh, hey. I missed one. It was worth it. Right, go home. I'm stressed. Yes, I probably could do one more, but it's whatever at this point. You're browsing the colony bulletin board on your holopalm over breakfast when you notice a new post from Nomi. It seems to be a short story. The title is Xenos to the Rescue. Oh boy. You open the story and read through it. Actually, you think you and Nomi did okay. Sure, the premise of talking manticores is a little shaky, and Nomi doesn't really spend enough time establishing the character's motives, but it's still an entertaining read. You scroll through the comments. They're mostly supportive, if a little lukewarm, except for one. Lamau, this sucks. Xenos suck my sweaty ball sack. Fuck you. I hate him so much. What's up, Deese? Oh. You and Deese are sitting on the tailgate of one of the expedition vehicles, shelling bobber seeds with your teeth and spitting the hard bits on the ground. Now and then, one of you points out something funny, a passing surveyor does, or spots something under the mush trees. It's the easiest way to talk to Deese, by not talking at all. Deese has always been like this. Being isolated from the other kids has made him thoughtful. Out of everyone, you think Deese might understand about Sim, and be able to keep a secret. Do you tell him? I trust him. You tell Deese that you saw something interesting when you were out on expedition. Deese perks up immediately, turning to look at you. Yeah? He asks. What? I meant an alien, Deese. His jaw drops. Wait, is this place with Sim? He's not even here, what do you mean? His jaw drops and his face goes an interesting color. You're worried for a moment that he's going to be upset with you for teasing him, but no way. Deese hisses it, leaning in. But I met an alien too, Solana. What was yours like? I just want to know what Deese says about this. We're still going for Rex, but I need to wait. What is our, out of curiosity? We're already at 2 hearts with Sim, and we literally just met this twink. Easiest lay of our life. Anyway, tall, dark, and handsome. Deese's color deepens. He looks at a loss for words, opening and closing his mouth a few times. Wait, he stammers. Do you mean Sim? You nod, and Deese suddenly becomes extremely interested in the hem of his sweater. Sim is more pretty than handsome, I think. He mumbles. He made me swear I wouldn't tell anyone else, Dee says earnestly. It's a weird expression on him. He said if other humans found out about the gardeners, we'd all be in a lot of danger. So we can talk about Sim, but we have to keep it a secret. Okay, this will be our secret. Dees nods, looking serious. Good, he says simply, then repeats it. Good. You go back to shelling bobber seeds in silence, watching the colony go about its business. Well... Anybody else? I'm assuming that's pretty much it. What does different hangouts do? Tammy and Rex. Oh, wait, before we do that. Tammy, my sweet baby bean. I got you a present. Have this. Oops. Oh, it's her birthday! Shit, I missed Rex's. I think his is in pollen, isn't it? Flowers on my birthday? How beautiful. She gives you a gigantic hug. Fuck, I missed Rex's birthday. Fake friend. Let's level up our friendship though. Nomi and Rex are playing an improvisational storytelling game, taking turns adding words one at a time. You find it hard not to listen. We are swimming through a purple treacle river. A tentacle emerges to wave hello. That's cute. Keep this for now. Okay, it is dust. Nomi. Make some. Nomi is grooving along to music only they can hear through their ear speak. They bump into you and gasp, gesturing to turn off their ear speak. Oh my gosh, I didn't see you there, sorry. They dust you off unnecessarily. But it's new, they chirp. What's going on, Solana? I think crystals, right? That was something that you liked? Nomi makes a sound of appreciation and holds the crystal up to the light. What? It makes rainbows? It's perfect. Thank you so much. Nice. They probably like other things, but this is what we got. Anybody else have anything to say? Mother? Your dad is watching your mom work. You can practically see the hearts in his eyes. Your mom's an incredible lady, he says dreamily. True love is hurtling yourself into space with someone and hoping for the best for your children. You, Dad. Gross. Your mom and dad are taking a midday break in the shade of a trellis and wave you over as you approach. Solana, come here, your dad says, pulling up a crate with his foot and patting the top invitingly. Come spend some time with your old mom and pop. How's your day been? It's a little much, but for my parents, yes. Extra solarly spectacular? Okay. Our fearless explorer, your mom drawls, taking a swig from her canteen. She wipes her mouth with the back of her hand and presses the canteen back into your dad. Made friends with any alien life forms yet? Your face goes on a journey. Friends with any... What? Do they know about Sim? How could they? Your parents chuckle at your expression. Wow, Solana, your dad says. You know, like the little hop eyes that sneak in, or a blip bug? Oh, those kinds of aliens. You thought for sure they were talking about Sim. But, hey, well, they're asking. Nope, just boring all humans. Your mom and dad nod and go back to their conversation. You sit with them a while and share the canteen. It's iced blep tea. You're not supposed to drink it because it makes you feel kind of buzzy, but it makes the rest of the afternoon fly by. Ah, sharing the good stuff with their kid. Rex is perched on a fence, his lunch forgotten in his lap, as he hollers compliments at people passing by. That color looks great on you, he yells at someone. Have you been working out? He yells at another. He catches you watching and shoots you a goofy grin. Back on Earth, they used to call this cat calling, he says, shrugging. My way's better, I think. This boy might be the second greenest green flag. Well, he might be the greenest green flag. I was gonna say Cal is kind of the greenest green flag, but there can be two, so... Not acting suspicious at all. I'm... so chill. Nope. Yep. Does he like anything else? I don't know if he likes anything else. We're gonna stick with the sticks because he needs it to build shit. Yep. And also... Huggies! Oh yeah, Rex exclaims, wrapping you in a strong bear hug. He even lifts you off the ground a little. It's a good hug. Oh, we're progressing. We're progressing things. We're at 3 hearts. You follow the sounds of laughter and find Nomi and Rex playing catch. Or maybe the word for the game they're playing is more like fetch? Nomi throws the ball as far as she can and Rex tears after it, climbing and leaping over anything in his way, like it's not even there. Rex hands the ball back to Nomi, and Nomi winds up to throw it again, but at the last second, they palm the ball and hide it under their arm. Rex barrels off away from Nomi with his ground-eating stride and gets pretty far away before he stops and looks around confused. Did you think that was rude? Did you think that was rude of Nomi to do? Did you not appreciate that? You don't fall for that trick. You're smart. He looks so easy. He looks back at Nora. That's enough. Lay down, baby. Just sit. Sit down, baby. She's spicy again. She heard the joke and she didn't think it was funny. He looks back at Nomi, who waggles the ball at him and bursts out laughing. Nora, that's enough. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That's enough. Just be eepy, okay? I know you're eepy. You're an old lady now. You gotta take naps. I think she also didn't appreciate me calling her an old lady. Nora, that's enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you're gonna stare at me, at least let me take a picture. That's enough, honey. Nora, that's enough. Nora. Nora. That's enough. Thank you. I snapped a bunch of pictures, so thank you. And I'm gonna share them with the Discord. You can't stop me. I'm gonna do it. Oh, baby girl, you're so needy. I'm sharing your silly little face with everybody. You know what? All of them. You get all the pictures. In the Discord for everyone to see. Everyone can see your funny little face. The funny little faces you make. Hey, you stare at me. All done. All done. No more. Just hush. I need to finish reading. I haven't even made it through this one. Nomi, he shouts, running back to them. He picks them up and hauls them over his shoulder, and Nomi shrieks with delight as Rex spins them around. Two Helio kids in their crisp uniforms pass by, glaring archly at Nomi and Rex. Rex sets Nomi down and then spots you over Nomi's shoulder. Well, hey, it's Alana, he says, and Nomi turns around and gives you a stunningly bright smile. Rex slings his arm over Nomi, and Nomi lays their head on his shoulder. They're both breathless and beaming with happiness. Are you two dating? What's the deal with your Helio friends? Rex and Nomi look at each other and stick out their tongues. They aren't our friends, Rex replies, shrugging. Nora, that's enough, thank you. Girl, that's enough. That's enough, thank you. I understand your feelings. But I'm still doing shit here. They aren't our friends, Rex replies, shrugging. All they want to do is act like mindless little soldiers and measure each other's dicks. He rolls his eyes. There's so many more things to do with... Nomi thumps Rex in the chest. Don't be gross, they whine. Sorry, Nomi, Rex apologizes. I just mean, we don't need anyone else. Ever since we were kids, it's been me and Nomi here. They're my best friend. I love them like my sibling. Nomi smiles shyly and hides their face. Rex is my best friend too. Aw, buddy, Rex coos, and wraps his whole body around Nomi's smaller one. He kisses them nosily on their cheeks, snuffling into their hair while Nomi shrieks with laughter again. We were always the odd ones out on the heliopause, Rex says. People thought we were weird, you know? You probably don't see it because everyone is so awesome here, but compared to the rest of those smug, boring jerks, we really stuck out. But I'd rather be different than be like them. He looks down at Nomi, who beams up at him. And I gotta be different with my best friend, which is awesome. We just hung out together and had our own fun while everyone else trained to be proper little soldiers. Right, Nomi? Nomi frowns. Like Vase and all of his cronies, they say quietly. It wasn't all fun and games. Rex shushes Nomi and strokes his hand through their hair. I know, he says. But that's in the past. We don't have to grow up to be soldiers. We're here now, and there's so many more people to be friends with. He shoots you a smile. Like Solana. Yeah, I'm your friend. They'll have to follow colony rules, maybe more than friends. Oh, flirts with Nomi. Are they even interested in that? That would put us even. Decision. I want to see how Nomi reacts to flirting. Oh, yep. Okay. I was afraid of that. Nomi grimaces and makes a yuck noise into Rex's shoulder, but Rex's smile gets even bigger. Well, I wouldn't say no. Yeah, I kind of have a feeling Nomi is on the ace scale. We'll find out what time. But I do want to be friends with our little beans at the very least. Gave you something already, right? Nomi pushes their sketchbooks and things to the side and gestures for you to sit down. I'm so used to people not sitting with me because I talk so much, they say without a hint of shame. I get it. I'm just a super high energy person. I always have been ever since I was a kid. If I bother you, just tell me to be quiet. I don't mind. You are a perfect little bean. And you are also a perfect little bean. Oh, hold on. Tammy looks up from her hollow palm, blushing a pretty pink. What do you say when someone likes you? She says, biting her lip. I've known Cal literally all of my life, and it's so wonderful that... She giggles and hides her face. We've known each other for 17 years, and I don't know how to talk to him now. My precious baby. Take another flower, my sweet bean. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I go do more ridge stuff and just go straight to the end to do the thingamajig? I think the answer is yes. I could sit here and do more classes, more engineering. I guess there's robotics. In the robotics lab, Hal and Congruence are like a human couple. They bicker affectionately and share inside jokes, just like your parents used to. When you were growing up on the Strato and everything seemed less overwhelming. You always knew Congruence was more advanced than all the other bots put together, but you didn't realize that assumption was literal. She programs all the bots based off of her own code, so it's almost like they're a part of her. Sometimes while you're working on a bot, she'll joke that it tickles. As Congruence's hands, you do physical maintenance on the bots. The ones you see most often are the vacuum bots. As the colony has gotten larger and much, much dirtier, they're more likely to get clogged and break down. Then people have to do more cleaning by hand, which makes them complain to command, which means more maintenance requisitions on your desk. One vacuum bot in particular is just eccentric. It's broken in a way that you can't really permanently fix, but you keep patching it up and sending it back out to serve the colony. You see it in the lab often, so you decide to name it Rob. It's Rob. Oh, okay. You stencil the bot's name on its chassis and send it on its merry way. There you go, little Rob. See you again in a few days. Yippee, the new pet. It's just +3. Oh. Oh, no, that's fine. But what if another? Yeah. It's Vertumnalia. Every time this sneaks up on me, I never realize it's coming. Everyone's in high spirits as you decorate the colony square. The great tables are piled high with food, groaning under the weight of heaps of roasted and steamed vegetables. Barbecued meats, stews, carafes of mulled cider, and cakes dipped with frosting and sugar bug syrup. You gather in the colony square for the usual speeches. Lum takes the stage to fanfare and applause. "Hello, people of Vertumna," he exclaims over the din. "Happy Vertumnalia." He takes a big, theatrical breath. "Do you smell that? That's the smell of victory. We humans have secured our hold on this planet, and now it's time to celebrate." Lum gestures to the sagging feast tables. "Eat, drink, and be merry." The crowd cheers again. After the council members each give their annual reports, everyone starts clearing the square to set up for the Vertumnalia games. You feel the pulse of a new holo message in your palm and open up to read. "Happy Vertumnalia. There's a present for you on the table. XOXO, your secret admirer." You rush over to the feast table and spot a wrapped present. in among the roasted vegetables. Wow, you have a secret admirer? You unwrap your present. It's a data band. You snap it on your wrist and boot it up on your hollow palm. It's full of all your favorite songs, videos, shows, and games. A collection curated by someone who must really know you. God damn it! Now you'll always have your media with you, even if the net goes down, including all your favorite episodes of The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon. Nice! If this is Dees, I swear to God, because I think we have the highest relationship with Dees. Unless it's Tammy, but and like I don't know who it is, but if it's Dees, I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed because I've already decided I cannot this run because it's doomed. It's fucking doomed, I tell you. You search the hollow palm for any hint as to who could have made it, but you can't find anything. You have to ask around. But later, the games are about to begin. More trivia? You assemble with the other kids for the annual games. What do you choose this year? Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, they gave me a fucking mixtape on a bracelet. That shit's cool. We're not going to have any pop culture questions this year, right? Tangent sulks, her voice dripping with disdain. I don't see the point. Why aren't we celebrating real intelligence? Luckily, Nomi doesn't overhear this, or if they do, they don't care. They're just happy to be here. Trivia time! Shit, 87. Oh god, okay. Well, we might be able to make this work. Oh, my stress isn't over 5th. Wait, I'm not. Oh, okay, no, that's good. I was thinking the other way around. Okay. Well, it gets a 4 no matter what. So hold on. Let's do. Nope, that's a 4 already. I mean, well, okay, hold on. We could get it straight. Oh no, so it is the other way around, so I should do it this way. There we go. There we go. Can I get a flaw? It's not looking good so far. Don't have a 3. Still doesn't really change anything. Is this? Sorry. Of course I don't have any. Hey, it works! I'll take it. All those hours spent watching holovids really paid off. You nailed the pop culture questions and about half of the science and humanities ones as well. Nomi and Tangent are too specialized to beat you, trivia star. Nice. After the festivities, everyone descends on the feast. You heap your plate with more food than you could eat in 3 sittings. When all the food is gone and the sunset has broken the heat of the day, people break out their instruments. Everyone dances well into the night. Everybody has something to say.
Oh, wait, this is finding out who my secret admirer is. Do I get to choose? Do I choose? Because I remember getting this my first run, but I went to Cal because he was the one that I was aiming to romance. And he was like the only person I talked to. So I don't know if I get to choose. If I can choose for it to not be Deeds, that'd be great. This is so bad. I just don't want to go through heartbreak, okay? Rex is lounging in a hammock he's set up between two mushwood poles. He looks like he's snoozing, but his ears twitch and he opens one eye as you approach. Can't sneak up on me, Solana, he groans, stretching. People have tried. Someone gave you a data band. It might have been Rex. Are you my secret admirer? You got a what? Rex laughs. Secret admirer? Nah, secret's not my style. But you know, I'm not ruling it out. It was Dees. It's gotta be. Nomi is using a vert space helmet, flailing their arms around to play a holo game only they can see. Unable to sense you approach, they crash right into you. Whap! Oof, they say, lifting their helmet off their head. Sorry, Solana, I didn't see you there. Someone gave you a data band. Are you my secret admirer? Nomi's eyes go wide. You got a secret admirer? They gasp. That's so romantic. I wonder who it is. Either Nomi's a better liar than you give them credit for, or you're on the wrong track. Tammy is sweeping the stoop of the lounge. Seeing you approach, she stops and wipes her forehead. Hello, Solana, she chirps. Do you need something? Are you my secret admirer? Tammy gasps and clasps her hands. You have a secret admirer? She exclaims. That's so romantic. I wish I had an admirer. Guess not. Oh, if you're dating Cal, yeah, he's gonna fucking adore you for the rest of your lives. It's not Tang. It's not Tang. I can't believe I'm bargaining with myself to try and get I'm gonna be sad. I started this not even thinking about it, and I'm paying the consequences. You find Dees loading some equipment into an expedition's vehicle. He nods at you as you approach before going back to his work. Someone gave you a data band. Might have been Dees. Are you my secret admirer? Dees doesn't meet your eyes. So what if I was? Don't make a big deal about it. Chat, do I just fully reap the consequences? Do we just like still full bore? I know I said we were gonna shift to Rex, but like we're here. I made my bed, bro. I'm not hearing no from his answer. Hi, what are you doing, baby? What do you think? Oh, Sim was one of the 3 whores. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna hate myself, but I think I'm gonna do it. I fucking made this bed. We're just all gonna be in pain together, it's fine. But I like you too. Dee stops and turns towards you slowly, like he can't believe your words. What? Why?
Going for a Sumi. I just do. Is a smooch too far? Is that taking it too far for this boy? I feel like that's moving too fast for this boy. But like, maybe? I mean, we already got let's go for this one. Fuck! I kind of figured it was too much. I should have listened to my gut! You lean in and kiss Dees on the cheek and he jerks away. Too close, he stammers, throwing the rest of the gear into the vehicle and skittering away. Fuck. Well, we broke even, it's fine. Well, we'll see what happens. We're not dating. No, nothing has been said. Nothing has been set in stone. We broke even, so... Okay, what am I doing? I don't think I can give any more logs. Go for another hug. Alright, I think we go back and do the thingamabob in this place. In the ridges. Let's get it done. Hopefully unlock some things. And then maybe... I don't know. It would be really easy to get the engineering with the robotics thing. So maybe I'll try to finish this up and then try and go for more robotics to just finish out engineering. Be nice to get more reasoning, like the second level of reasoning too. Hey, Sim? You're walking up a trail when you're caught by surprise. It's Sim, and he's running. You're knocked to the side as he pushes past you, running in the opposite direction with barely a glance. You shout and chase after him, but after a few seconds it becomes clear you don't have a hope of finding Sim when he doesn't want to be found. You turn and continue along the path, and around the next bend, you spot a familiar face. Utopia. She's collecting rock samples with a pickaxe, like an old-timey prospector. Who the hell was that? She demands. Oh, that's just an alien named Sim. Who? I didn't see anyone. I'm rebellious. Utopia squints at you. The man who just ran past. The tall guy dressed in black? How did you not see him? She hikes her pickaxe off her shoulder. Whatever, just watch where you're running, okay? The gravel's loose around here, and maybe check in with Doc Instance. Get your eyes looked at. You agree, happy to be out of this conversation without any trouble, and continue along the path before Utopia asks any more questions. You walk a couple of minutes before you see Sim again. He seemed to be in good humor, despite the close call. Oh, he says, leaning against a tree. It is tiresome to be so secretive. He wipes his eyes, brimming with mirth. It is such a pleasure to be around you and Dees, and to not have to hide myself. He sobers quickly. I do appreciate your discretion, he says. It is not the right time for the gardeners to be formally introduced. To do so too early would cause a great degree of chaos. Yes, even the female surveyor, he continues. I do like her, but I have learned from my limited experience with your kind that adults of your species do not react well to surprises. It is good you're here, though, Sim continues, as I do need something from you. Data. What? Sim holds up his hand. Please do not be alarmed, he says, placatingly. I do not need sensitive information, such as personnel and defenses. I mean only the contents of your digital cultural archive. Like holovids? Sim smiles. Yes, exactly. Your holographic recordings of movies, music, books. Cultural artifacts only, I promise. Why? Well, Sim says, isn't it obvious? I wish to know more about your kind. I wish to learn how to... He struggles for the right phrasing. I wish to learn how to act in such a way that is not so discomforting to humans. Okay. Sim's gentle smile grows warmer. Truly, he asks, clasping his hands. Oh, I thought it would take such a great deal more convincing. You are surprising. It's such a pleasure. You tell Sim that you can likely find a mem drive in engineering and fill it with the data he wants.
But you request payment of another kind.
Hello, I am also human. You know what? Fuck it. We're already down this road. I'm a flirt with Sim, but you request a payment of another kind. Sim startles and laughs, his hand shooting up to cover his mouth. Oh, you're so bold, Solana. That is a quality I genuinely admire about you. What a marvelous gift to be able to simply voice whatever is on your mind without the burden of forethought. Only in games, my guy! That's the only place you'll ever hear shit like that come out of my mouth. He taps his lips thoughtfully. Perhaps watching your holographic videos will help me understand the nuances of your request. This is fine. Hello, my name is Human. What a lovely day to have Earthling DNA. That is definitely what Sim's trying to do. Because he is like a little uncanny valley. He has like the larger eyes, and they said that he's super tall. So he's like not 100% right in his human shape shifting. Kind of like, what was the guy from Deep Space Nine? Right, that's the one with the changeling, the shapeshifter. I know his name starts with an O, but I don't remember what it is. It's just like a little uncanny valley like him. So very close. Odo, that's what it was. Yes. Yes, he's doing his best. I mean, he still looks good as a twink, so like, oh, come on. You go back down. So we're checking the buildings to get the door and get the bravery. 10 kudos if total equals goal. I will do what I can. 90. This one's a while. Okay. Not nearly fucking enough. Closer. I don't think. Well, you know, 55 stress isn't honestly that terrible, so we're just gonna do it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You walk in, Dee's close behind, and suddenly the iris closes, the floor lurches, and you're moving down. An elevator. The elevator squeals and grinds away like it hasn't been used in literally thousands of years. It doesn't go far, then grinds to a halt, and the iris opens to reveal a large room with obsidian walls. Oh god. Like all convergent domain spaces, it's more cave than room, with stalactites everywhere, and giant lumpy mounds of fungus. You wonder if the obsidian stuff they built with melts over time, running and dripping in extreme slow motion. There are consoles on all the walls, like this is some kind of control room maybe. Most of it is long, dark, and covered with a thick layer of dust, except one device with two weird bony knobby sticks poking out of it. Touch stuff at random! You poke at things and grab sticks at random until suddenly, you cease to be yourself. You're like a visual, audio, and weirdly tactile representation of something vast. You have a feeling of being in a large and complex space. No, like you are the space. A digital space, like a computer system.
as if you were sucked inside a 3D representation of the HoloNet, and you could see files and processes and whole worlds of data, but in alien formats that speak to you more in sensation than logic. You let go of the sticks and the console room comes back. You grab them again and understanding fills your head. It feels not at all like that different. It feels not all that different from your bouts of deja vu remembering. Like, of memories being inserted into your mind and you suddenly just know how to use this interface. You just think where you want to go or what you want to know, and away you go. The word array comes to mind. A network of computers hosting millions of data nodes, information on every part of the planet from weather to soil conditions to individual creatures. Not just computers, but entities that feel intelligent and also digital. Artificial consciousnesses like your ship's AI congruence. They're processing all that data and triggering subroutines to make minute changes on the planet's surface. Then a booming voice enters your brain and obliterates all else, speaking more in abstract thought than words, but loud. What are you doing in Wormhole Observatory Array Console 5, you nosy little creature? Then an explosion in your head and you're thrown backwards and out of the array. There must have also been an explosion in your hands, which are now singed. The console is blown out and dead. You're shaken. Something didn't like you poking around in there. Whatever the array is, whatever lives in it, has been watching you, probably ever since you landed. You have a feeling Sim has something to do with this. He's either in league with the array, or he's part of it. But knowing Sim, he won't tell you anything until he's ready to. You tell Deese about the array and the voice saying Wormhole Observatory. He looks around, impressed. The convergent domain was sure up to some shit, he says. And now you know about the array and how to access it. That could come in very useful if it turns out to be a danger to your colony. You decide to call it a day. Your arms feel all tingly and weak from getting electrocuted, and your heart is still thumping a mile a minute. But you'll be back. And home we go. Probably do some robotics until Stwessy time. And then just rest up. It doesn't look like anybody has anything else. Nope, nothing from him. Gonna talk about you. Okay, everybody seems good. I guess I'll download the data for Sim. Sim asked you for data on human culture. Television, shows, music, books, things like that. You have unlimited access to Congruence's media archives through your holopalm. But for Sim, it will be a little more complicated. You'll need to find a physical storage unit with enough memory to contain a chunk of the holo archives. Ask Professor Hal for one? Physical storage media, eh? We don't use many of those, do we? He chuckles. Most everything's networked. He's happy to help, though, and tells you to come with him to his workshop where he repairs robots. He starts rummaging around his desk, then another desk, then a footlocker, and a cabinet. He sticks his tongue through his teeth while he wiggles his arm all the way to the back of a set of drawers. What do you need it for, anyway? Your holopalm on the fits? I can take a look at it for you. Lie. You tell him you're going to back up some special photos and vids on it, just in case the HoloNet goes down. Hal looks guilty at Congruence's monitor, which is currently dark. Nora? Why? I think the cat has returned home, and that's why the noodle is squeaming. Hal looks guilty at Congruence's monitor, which is currently dark. Yeah, I don't like to think about it, but the old girl's gonna break down eventually, he says quietly, like she can hear. Not for a long while yet, but probably not until you've got grandbabies. But when she goes, no one's going to know how to fix her. Even I couldn't. I'm not ready to say goodbye yet, he continues. Not by a long shot. which is why I keep the robots going too, even the ones that were antiques when we left Earth. He hands you a tiny cylinder the size of your pinky finger. Well, here it is. You can plug it in here and copy whatever you need from the HoloNet onto it. I'll leave you to it. You start by carefully copying your very favorite vids and games, then realize there is a ship ton more room on this tiny device. You sweep in several thousand more vids as well as the entire contents of the school's Learningpedia. That should be enough for, well, a lifetime. You pull out the unit and admire it. It has a tiny holo projector at one end with a gesture sensor, just like your holopalm. Okay, now we do robotic stuff. It's nice working with Hal in Congruence. Hal has been responsible for making sure Congruence has run at peak performance for so long, and they've developed a relationship that feels a lot more organic than that of a computer and technician. You can't really put a word on it. Or are they like father and daughter? Doctor and patient? Owner and machine? Friends? More than friends? Whatever it is, spending time in the lab with them is always full of laughter and affection. Oh, 35's not that bad. Will do. Not as much engineering, but enough! Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of kudos, too. I can go get the card! I can do the thing! Oh, hell yeah. I don't even have to get rid of my gear. I can just get another one. Damn, just imagine if you can actually, like, manage to get all the right things to just have all of the gear. Do I want 15 to all skills? I don't really... The first collectible free is good. Oh, I can't afford those. $15 to all skills will help me in regards of doing things with people. It's not really going to help me in regards of actual card play. That's a thing that helps outside of cards. It could give me access to some things, potentially. But what do I have? To some of my lowest ranking stuff. Probably wouldn't be that big of a boost, but like maybe enough. Kind of looking at this one though. Wait, don't I have one of those? No, I got this time? This time? Oh, I could equip this. Let's do the last card. I'll do that for now, and I'll think on the other stuff. Maybe I'll save up the 300 for maybe the wild? Maybe all values become wild? I don't know if that would do me any good, but maybe. It's a new season. Can I give gifts yet again? Have a pretty flower.
Have some wood. You two don't have anything. You can have a present. Rex and Nomi are curled up together, his head on their lap as they watch something on Nomi's holopad. Nomi pauses the show and Rex grumbles sleepily. He must have almost drifted off. Hi, Nomi says, screeching behind Rex's ear. Do you want to watch Turbo Hyperjet transform with us? We're almost ready to start the OVAs. Have a flower? Nomi looks a little surprised. You brought me a gift? They exclaim. Like, just because? OMG, Solana, thank you! Dees jumps out of the bed of an expedition's transport, slapping it fondly on the roof before turning to you. He looks uncommonly comfortable in his skin. Hey, Solana, he says. It was a good day out there. He doesn't elaborate. Here, I know you like these. Dees' eyes light up when he sees your gift. Whoa, he says, taking them from you with an uncharacteristic delight. Where did you find this? It looks like some kind of alien artifact. It's gotta be. Let's do another robotics. Security Chief Rhett has brought in one of the sentry turrets for repair. Damn things are jammed again, he exclaims, exasperated. They turn on, but instead of firing, they just make this loud buzzing noise. He flicks the turret on, and the room is filled with a high-pitched, clunking squeal. You wince and cover your ears. It's annoying, but it's not very effective, he shouts over the din. Can you make them kill things again? With bullets, not with noise? Technically, yes, but I would rather not, because I am still a pacifist at heart. I'm not fixing your machines of war. You refuse to contribute to humanity's forever war on the animals of this planet. Rhett's face goes completely red, and he looks like he's going to drop a packet. You can practically see him silently counting to 10 and gritting his teeth. After an awkward standoff that goes far too long, his shoulders drop and he shakes his head. Fine, he mutters. Take it to one of the other brainiacs upstairs, but I'm reporting you to command for insubordination. Go fuck yourself. I can be loyal to the ones that matter. I know this is overall colony loyalty, but listen, maybe we shouldn't just be solving our problems with fucking guns and trying to kill everything on this planet. Just saying. I know it's trying to kill us back, but listen. just listen. Damn, so close. Not the greatest, but it'll do. Get another one or two out of this. There's a stack of repair requisitions flagged for Dees. Oh, we've seen that one before. That's enough. Yeah, let's go! Super goal! Not that I need engineering anymore. Will it let me do one more? Oh. New cards in the depot? Shop close. Oh wait, in the depot, not here. Depot's up here. Oh. Oh. Emoji proji? +10 to all bleh skills, +2 to bleh challenges. +20 persuasion, +2 bonus to traits. Kind of like to draw an extra card. 30 bravery. Which I don't think I need, right? Not really. ×2 bonus to traits. It's 5. Oh, interesting. It's 5 empathy +1 bonus to traits. Kind of want the K or the card. Extra card is kind of nice. I need to save up. It'll just be really stressy, but then I can just relax on glow, so. Nomi is assigned to work with you in the robotics lab this month. At first, you're happy for the help, but it quickly becomes clear that they're more interested in unreasonable fantasies like building a giant robot to defend the colony. I saw it in an anime, they chatter as you show them how to ground yourself before working with the sensitive electronics. It's totally cool, we just have to... Perhaps it's better to master the basics first, Nomination, Congruence pitches in smoothly. For example, there is a vacuubot awaiting repairs to its intake and output valves. You know without looking, it's Rob. Yep, your problematic little buddy is sitting in the first bay. You pull up the work requisition on your holopalm. Looks like there are reports it's been spewing dirt out instead of vacuuming it up. Typical. Not to worry, little buddy, Nomi says excitedly. We'll fix you right up and get you on your way. They peer into its sensors. Maybe with a few upgrades? If it's blowing out dirt, maybe it doesn't want to be a vacuubot anymore. They look at you hopefully. Aw, make it a guardianing bot? Let's just fix it. Tell me about this anime defense robot. I don't... Two duplicates when drawn. Oh, I remember forgetting this for a reason. Tell me about this anime defense robot. Nomi comes up with a little extra subroutine for it. If the bot likes to spew dust, what if it could set the dust on fire on the way out, making it a tactical flamethrower bot? It goes about as well as you'd expect. By the time you realize how highly dangerous this mod is, it's too late. The little vacuubot that could is now an avatar of destruction, hurling great gouts of fire around the robotics lab. The fire suppressant system slams down the Helios defense doors, trapping you inside the lab. The room fills with thick, bitter foam, and the once vacuubot booms to a stop as Congruence cuts its connection to her mainframe. Children, are you hurt? She exclaims. Please hold still. I have called for help. Nomi looks at you sheepishly. Whoops, they say, giggling. Okay, that one needs a little work. Fire! Nomi's a little arsonist. Don't have rounds. Not anymore.
now. This is all just... fuck it. That'll give me enough. Woohoo! Again, I don't need more engineering, but it's fine.
Alright. So... does anybody have anything they want to say while we're in Glow? No, we going for relax? Making sure there's no sneaky collectibles. Sometimes they give crystal around this time. Oh, there it is. Just one. Yes, I am aware. I need some time off. Alright. I'm gonna go hang out in this place. Nothing much happens this month. You spend most of the time spacing out to whatever's on your hairspeak, occasionally nodding hello to the other colonists passing through. You binge a few seasons of a show you've been meaning to rewatch. You're lying in bed staring at the wormhole through your window when you hear a deep thump resonate through the ground, then a second one, quieter. The woven roof of your room quivers, unleashing a season's worth of fine glowing dust to sift through the air. Through your open window you hear voices sounding the alarm. The annual offensive is here, and leading the charge are two massive faceless. You know, I really don't need to go out anymore. I'm just gonna stay inside. Just hearing people shouting about the faceless triggers panic. Your chest clenches, your guts roil, and you break out in a cold sweat. You're no use to anyone like this. Best to just stay inside. You pull the covers over your head and try to calm down. Every so often you hear more of those deep whomp noises and the zrt of plas rifles. They get louder, so close you can differentiate the massive footfalls of the creatures and what must be the heliopause's explosives. The walls shake with the shockwaves of the explosions. Then you hear a loud explosion, the loudest you've ever heard. Your entire room shakes, the floor and walls vibrating with the massive shockwave that rips through your quarters. Then, nothing. Silence. A few minutes later, your holopalm chimes an all-clear message. You creep out to your balcony to survey the damage. People filter out of their hiding places, shielding their faces from the heat coming off the bonfire in the middle of the square. On the horizon, the first watery rays of quiet sunrise are struggling to make a dent in the hot orange glare. The colony's fire suppression system is turned on the square, revealing the charred corpses of the two faceless. Utopia walks by... Interesting. Utopia walks by with a reclamation team hauling an industrial plas cutter on a hoverlift. Did you use the mining explosives? Utopia says in awe. Mighty bold of him. Those things will blow a hole in a mountain. Or a creature, I suppose. She sighs. Wish she could have saved him from mining. That must have been the last of them, and we sure can't make more. Then she and her crew are out of earshot as they pick their way down the blast crater to carve up the faceless for recycling. Fortunately, the colony was well defended. You and the other colonists have been fortifying the defenses, putting security above all else. Tonight's defense was still a resounding, if messy, success. But if Utopia is right, you don't have any more of those explosives now. You can't just nanoprint unstable molecules like that. What are you going to do during the next attack? Hey! Everybody's aged up again! I haven't seen Tammy! Oh, she's so cute! Tammy stands on the stoop of the lounge, wrapped in a heavy shawl and looking off in the distance.
Do you ever think like we're just waiting? She says. I feel like I'm waiting, but I don't know what for.
Boop. Boop. Tammy accepts a flower. I need to remember your birthday and not just fucking spam you with presents. Tammy accepts the flower with a huge smile, because it's in pollen. Okay. Oh, she is dating. 3. T, it's fine. We're not focusing on that right now.
Thank you so much, Solana. These are my absolute favorite, especially the yellow ones.
She's so cool. I also really like Tangent's new look. Tang is pouring something from a carafe that could only be strong black coffee from the bitter scent. It was bracing at first, Tang concedes, but I have now endured it long enough that it has begun to feel pleasant, almost calming. She regards the carafe with something like fondness. As I require little sleep, I doubt I will become dependent on it. Addiction runs in my family, you know. This, though, is an indulgence I can allow myself. You know what? Yeah. Want to study together? You offer to help Tangent with her schoolwork, but she just shrugs you off. I'm not working on school anymore, she says. Chief Engineer Instant says I'm smart for my age, and my talents are wasted in school. She opens her holopalm and shows you some of her lab notes. Ugh, it's so much work, though, she complains. Honestly, maybe it would be better to be like everyone else. Unintelligent people seem happier. Starting the caffeine addiction early. Just then, Anemone jogs by with a squad of soldiers, all marching in time. She gives you a little wave, then cringes as the leader barks at her to keep her eyes forward. Tang shudders. On second thought, forget what I said. I'll keep being smart, thank you. You spot Tang sitting on a large boulder outside the lab. She's eating a pressed soy bar ration with determination, alternating bites with huge gulps of water to wash it down as quickly as possible. What are you doing out here? She stops her grim work long enough to acknowledge your question. I hit the limit on the number of consecutive hours that'll allow me to work in the lab, she says. So I'm taking a break, she says, making mocking air quotes around the sentence. How dare they? That's what I said, Tang replies. They just think they can boss me around because I'm younger. She scoffs. I'm smarter than any two of them combined. Ugh, Tang groans and rubs her bloodshot eyes. I just want to work, you know? It's so frustrating to be deep in the zone, and I'm feeling like I'm just on the precipice of a discovery, and then someone tells me that apparently my genius is taking too long. I want them to treat me like I belong there, the way Dr. Instance does, Tang mutters. She actually respects me. They're just jealous that she likes me more. Tang slides off the boulder, and you see the color bleed from her face as she stumbles into you, nearly crumpling to the ground. Oh, she grits out, leaning over while the dizziness passes. I thought the nutritional uptake of that bar would be quicker than a real meal, especially after taking into account the time required to walk to the cafeteria. She trails off, realizing she's clutching your jacket, and pushes you away. My apologies, she says, brushing herself off. I am, regrettably, it seems, only human. Tang scrubs her hands over her face. Sometimes it feels like I'm a prisoner in my own body. Like I can feel myself trapped in it. This stinking, sweating bag of meat and bad impulses, stuck with a burden of keeping it alive every day for the rest of my life, and her voice breaks. Tang, wait, are you crying? Tang scowls and wipes her eyes angrily. Reflexive lacrimation is an evolutionary response to emotional and physical stress, she snaps. In other words, no, I'm not crying. It's just this resentment for my physical form. It reminds me of when I was a little... An Instance used the gene tech to give me this body. The right body. Only this body's wrong too, she adds quietly. It's right in a lot of ways, but it's still imperfect. It's still human. If I were an AI, everything would be more simple. I could just do my work. I could just do what I'm good at. No messy biological functions, no emotions, just clear and beautiful purpose. I hate this, Tang sniffles. I hate feeling like this. Jesus Christ, get over yourself. It's not that bad. Listen, both Tang and Dees are so much more similar than they think they are. They don't understand how alike they are. And honestly, if Tang actually listened to Dees and like went with Dees, I think she could have a much happier life. But that's neither here nor there because we haven't gotten there yet in this timeline, so I'm always here to listen, Tang. Tangent manages a watery smile as she wipes her eyes. Thanks, she says. I apologize for being all wet on you. It won't happen again. She wipes her eyes and... Jesus. How? She wipes her eyes and straightens her jacket, then takes a deep breath and holds it in for 10 seconds, her eyes closed. By the time she opens them again, she looks ready to go back to work, as if nothing happened. You admire Tangent's determination, but sometimes you think it might come at a price. Yes, her body dysmorphia is for the whole ass body, not just what it looks like, because it's human. Oh, everybody's so grown up. Oh, even Nougat looks grown up. I feel like I haven't seen Nougat past this time. I'll come back to you two. We're gonna tackle this. Fuck you. We're gonna tackle this in a moment. I don't know. I fucking hate his stupid face. Face is about 2 clicks removed from flat out ignoring you. Go bother Rex if you like him so much, he snaps. Just don't believe anything he says about me. You don't know the whole story. And he'll lie to anyone to make himself look good. No, that's you. You're a prick. And you can suck my balls. Goodbye. Mommy and Dad. If your mom already said no, I agree with her, your dad says, looking up from his work. I know you two disagree about things, but she's still your mom. I see that stick over there. Catch your mom leaning against a rake, staring out at what remains of the walls surrounding the colony. The fields usually get pretty trampled in the attacks, and it's a lot of work to get them back in shape. She sighs. What do you need, Solana? Nothing, sorry, bye. Okay, Cal. Cal is taking a break in the shelter of the geoponics dome. As you approach, you see him tossing crumbs from his lunch into an area of unclear scrub. And as you get closer, still you recognize the glinting of a Hopeye's iconic 4 eyes. Shh, Cal says, holding his fingers to his lips. This one's got a little clutch of baby hop kitties somewhere. I've almost got her truss, so she'll show me back to her nest. Then I can move them outside the walls. Do I have... Oh, here, you can have a bumper fruit. I have plenty. Food! Cal grabs the food out of your hands and remembers his manners. He gives you a big hug. Thanks, Alana. I'm starving. How did you know? Here's Dees. Still in the emo phase. But looking good. I didn't realize he always had the flower there. Huh. Huh. Okay. Not brave enough. Interesting. This war, Dees says, staring out into the wilderness. Doesn't make any sense. What are we really fighting anyway? Nature? So when will it be over? When the planet is empty? Except for humans? Dees shakes his head. Sounds awful. Is it really a phase? It's never just a phase. Do I know when his birthday is? I still don't know when his birthday is. He becomes a dork who wears armor because he thinks it looks cool. He looks cool. He's got tats. Probably drawn on, but they look cool. I'll give you one now. Okay, so now is not your birthday. Try later. You head out of the colony hoping to find Dees, and you do, as well as Rhett and Utopia, who have teamed up to talk to Dees about something that has him scowling deeply. It was different before the attacks, you hear Utopia say, but you're older now, and when you're on expedition, you can get into a lot more danger than when you were just a little kid going on walkabout. When you're out there on my team, I'm counting on you to do as you're told, and to be where you said you'd be, she gestures beseechingly. What am I going to do if something happens to you out there, kid? What if you disappear one day and you're hurt and no one knows where to find you? What if... I'll be fine, Dees cuts her off. I can take care of myself, and if I can't, that's on me. That's not how it works here, Rhett says, his voice stern. You're not just putting yourself in danger out there, you're putting the whole colony in danger. I know you're a bit of a loner, son, but you have a family here. All of us. We're all your family. We're going to send people out to find you, and what if they get into the same trouble you did, he continues. We're counting on you to follow directions out there, to keep everyone safe, not just yourself. What if I don't want to be found? Dees explodes, waving his arms. Damn, that's a scary face for him. What if I want to be left the hell alone? Rhett and Utopia are stunned by Dees' outburst. Rhett opens his mouth to respond, but Dees talks over him. What if I don't come back? Just leave me out there. Or if I don't come back, just leave me out there, he spits. This planet wants me dead. Maybe I deserve it. Huh? Don't you ever think about that? Maybe I deserve to die out there. Maybe we all do. With that, Dees stomps away. Rhett and Utopia look stunned. You follow Dees around the outer walls of the colony, to where he's angrily pulling things out of the drain pipe hiding hole he's long since outgrown. Stupid humans, he grumbles, stuffing what looks like a bedroll into a carrying bag. They never think of anything except... Oh, he continues trailing off as he sees you. What do you want? Are you okay? I'm great, Dees mutters. Just awesome, actually. Yeah, thanks for asking. You watch him pull things from his hideaway and throw them into two piles. Screw this colony, he says. I didn't ask to be a part of it. I don't need it. I don't need anyone. I'd be better off living in the woods like an animal. At least that's real. He reaches in far and pulls out a busted up looking mechanical device, his old alien communicator he made using gear he stole from command. Jeez. Does everyone hate... Wait, why does everyone you know hate being human? I mean, yeah, it's mostly just Dees and Tang, like, and they are siblings, so they both hit with that espresso depresso just in different ways, but technically the same way. Jeez, he laughs. I guess I don't need this anymore. Am I just committing to the bit? I'm committing to the bit, ain't I? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Commit to the bit. I guess take me with you. Dees takes a second to consider this before your meeting sets in. What? Why? He replies, baffled. Come on, Solana. You have a whole, like, life here. A future. You have friends. People will love you. Don't throw it all away just to be with me. I'm not worth it. His face softens. Look, maybe once I'm set up, okay? I'll send you a message if you really mean it. Dees finishes packing up the stuff he's going to keep, which barely amounts to a full backpack. He straps it onto his back and nods at you, determined. Did I ever tell you my full name? He asks seemingly randomly. No, you didn't. Dees smiles a little at that, just with the corners of his mouth. Then he huffs a self-deprecating laugh. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have. It sucks, honestly. It's... dysthymia. Well, I have reasoning, doesn't that mean? Yeah, Dees says. It means being sad. What a joke, right? Who names their kid that? He shakes his head. Aunt Anne always talks about how babies make everyone happier. Was my mom sad before she had me and Tang? Or
did having us make her sad. His smile twists. Was it me? Was I the reason? Dee scuffs his boot in the dirt. Whatever, he mumbles. No one's cared about me, basically ever. Since before I was born. My own mom didn't love me. The, like, one person who you think could. He looks up the sky and blinks rapidly. Whatever, he repeats. I'm out of here. Thanks for everything, Solana. You're the only good thing about this shithole. I'm gonna miss you. Well, he doesn't like hugs, so I'm not gonna do that. Bye. You wave goodbye, which Dees returns over his shoulder as he treks off away into the wilderness. You watch him disappear between the fungal trees. Within minutes, he's out of sight. You're getting ready for bed later that day when you receive a colony-wide announcement through your holopalm. It reads as follows. Colony notice. Reminder that there are to be no unauthorized trips outside the walls without prior authorization from Expeditions Command. Anyone caught in violation of this rule will be punished. This includes going for a walk. It is dangerous outside the walls and is only to be done by trained and armed personnel. Thank you, Command. How about that? You send Dees a message. Question mark? Dees messages you back immediately with just a picture of a knife. You're guessing he didn't get very far. Shit. Well, he tried. You know, once upon a time, he tried. Once upon a time, I would have been like, I still feel for Dees, but like, younger me would have been like all over his story and been like, oh my god, he's so troubled. He just needs somebody to love him. And now I'm just like, nah, give me that golden retriever. Because I know the story's sad, and I've had too many sad stories. And I just want happy shit. I knew, duh. I know you want cuddle so bad. I'll probably wrap up this for my birthday, and then we'll go to bed, okay? I just gotta talk to everybody and show off everybody's new looks. Nomi is in their usual spot in the lounge, surrounded by their steadily growing collection of body pillows and stuffed animals. They're curled up with their arms around a giant plushy creature, and seem to be scrolling listlessly through the movies available in the Colony Media Archive. Find anything good? No, Nomi sighs, tipping over onto their side. Not since I finished all of the Maid Stalker Aries. I can't believe it ended on a cliffhanger. I didn't know that the stratosphere left Earth before the series finished airing, Nomi whines. You have every episode except for the two-parter season finale. They bury their face against the plushie. Now I'll never know how it ends, they sniffle. It's not fair that we'll never have any new shows to watch. This isn't about the shows, is it? Sounds rough, buddy. Maybe we can make up a new ending. Nomi wipes their eyes and looks up at you hopefully. Really? They ask. You'd do that with me? Tell me all about Maid Stalker Aries. Nomi launches into a full summary of Maid Stalker Aries, including everything down to the blood types and astrological signs of the characters. It's a lot to handle, but the two of you come up with a pretty good fan script for the missing episode. And then Aries and Sagittarius embrace just as the light from the interstellar portal engulfs them, and the camera pans back to the ghostly image of Gemini's face smiling down at them from the spirit realm. Nomi claps their hands excitedly. It's perfect, they exclaim. So much better than just leaving it right before the climactic battle with the agents of the stars. They smooth down the fur on their plushie with a thoughtful look. Thanks, Alana, they say. I was feeling so bummed about the cliffhanger because it just reminded me that even though everything ends, sometimes it's a lot earlier than you can handle. When I got here, I remembered looking at your huge media library and thinking, wow, galactic, I'm never gonna run out of things to watch. It felt like the whole world was still ahead of me, ready to be discovered. Nomi digs their fingers into their plush. Now it feels like everything's just
on fire all the time, and everyone is always on my case about how I need to grow up. What's so bad about being innocent? Why does everything have to be so grim all the time? Shit, God, you could be such an asshole. There will be more good experiences. Nomi nods, their chin wobbling as they try to keep it together. Yeah, they say, tipping their head up to the ceiling and trying to put on a brave smile. That's a good way of looking at it, Solana. All right. Hold on. He is 17 now. All it took was a couple of years, everybody, for Rex to become a cunty little dog. Oh, just like right away. Over the years, a lot of people have started wearing a lot less clothing than you remember from when you were growing up on the climate-controlled stratospheric. Definitely a lot less than in the holo vids you brought from Earth. Rex, though. Rex has really acclimated to Vertumna's hot, sultry weather. Just wait, Cleo. Wait until we give this boy a hug now. Because good God. Ow. Okay, that. Like, developers. Rex throws his head back and laughs so loud it echoes through the courtyard. Ow! He yells. Ow, ow, ow! I kind of got Noodle started with that. I kind of figured I would. You both giggled and lock eyes for a few seconds that feel like literal months. Eventually, Rex fixes you with a fangy smile and scratches the back of his head. It does nice things to his whole chest, shoulder, bicep situation. So you like what you see, huh? Yeah, that's a fuck boy. He leans in, like sharing a secret. Me too, he whispers, then winks at you. God damn. Rex reaches above his head and stretches, showing off his lean body and its remarkable lack of clothing. He yawns and smacks his lips. Hey, Azalana, he says, scratching his stomach lazily. You doing anything fun? Hugs incoming! Rex folds you into his arms, bending his whole body to you. Yeah, bending his whole body to you. He smells warm and a little spicy, like clean sweat and sunshine. We've seen that description before. Wait, you're in pollen, right? Early pollen, so I can still give you one now, and then give you one in pollen. A boop. Rex beams with happiness as you hand over the mushwood. Yes, so you, yeah. Oh! You spot Rex carrying supplies and big pieces of wood into the construction site at the end of the lounge, the future home of his bar. He waves at you. Well, as much as a wave as he can do with his arms full of mushwood. Hey, Solana, he calls out to you. Things are going great in here, thanks to you. It'll be done in no time. You take a look at what you can see. Rex has kept it all pretty well tarped up and hates letting people inside to peek. But you can tell it's big. Perhaps a little too big. Ambitious, maybe, for a first solo construction project. But Rex has had a lot of help from his crew and from the whole colony. He'd have to be able to find enough wood. I'd love to see it. Rex shifts from foot to foot. Well, he sighs, biting his lip. But you get the sense that he's dying to share it with someone. Okay, he says, but just for you. You follow him into the tent. It's chaos inside, littered with pieces of mushwood of varying lengths and covered in fine sawdust. Light comes through some gaps in the tent. Light comes through some gaps in the tent. Light coming through some gaps in the tent pick up all the little sparkling motes of dust in the air, making it seem almost magical. Rex spreads his arms. Oh. Well, this is it, he says. Well, so far. We have a bar and a dance floor. That's all you really need. He swipes open his hollow palm and starts playing some music, then shimmies over to the only clear spot in the mess. That must be the dance floor, you figure, because he starts wiggling and bobbing along to the music, gesturing for you to dance with him. Aria, distracted by the cute twink, Listen, words are hard, and you rest your case. Yeah, dance with him. Rex cheers as you join him on the dance floor. He grabs your hand and spins you around, and you laugh and dance to the music coming from his hollow palm. Moving your body just for the sheer joy of it feels amazing. You can see the future of this place, a place where people come not because they're stressed and need to relax, but where they can really cut loose and enjoy themselves. Rex had the right idea. Rex comes over to you and slings you into a one-arm hug. Just seeing you makes me super energized, he says. I can almost hear the music now. That's right, the bar's gonna have live music. You know anyone who plays an instrument? I'm gonna work double time to finish this place. If you want to help, bring me all the mushwood you can find. Hell yeah! For the boy! I shouldn't really have anything, but here's what Anemone looks like. She looks so badass. But this is a bad turning point for her. You spot Anemone playing darts with a bunch of other soldiers. She throws a dart and it lands clear in the middle of a faceless's, well, head isn't the right word, but the soldiers all cheer and clap her on the back. She breaks away from the group and slings an arm over your shoulder. Did you see that, Solana? No, thank you. I don't. One of these days. I'll do one more round of robotics, maybe? And then it should be the end for birthday, and then I think we'll be done for the night. You always feel accomplished when you manage to pull a bot back from the brink of being broken forever. For all your life, you were told that these bots would eventually break beyond repair. Having a fully functioning robotics lab, and not just a cranky engineer keeping things together with tape and good vibes, means that you can do more to keep them running, and you can improve them. +1 to blues. Yeah, that'll do. It's super cool, so it'll do. It's your 17th birthday, but it's not just your birthday. Quiet is a time of new growth, a celebration of life and hope, not just this year, but for humanity's presence on Vertumna for years to come. You and your friends are the symbol of that hope. Quite literally, you are the future of humanity. As you're all beginning to take your places as adults in the colony, the council has decided to throw a party in your honor, the Vertumnan Youth Ball. Mars is organizing it, of course. You get an embossed invitation on real paper slipped under your door. You know what? Party, party, party all night long. You slip into some party clothes and head over to the lounge to celebrate. Well, yourselves. And yourself specifically. It is your birthday after all. The lounge is all decked out. The decorations look expensive. Must have taken a lot of nano printer creds. Your friends are transformed too. Everyone has dressed up and looking like the young adults you've become. You can hardly recognize some of them. Oh, I didn't talk to Mars. Mars's fashion is so fucking on point. Damn. Mars catches your eye and waves, her bangles jingling joyfully. She looks like a model from her holomags, every inch of her primed, painted, and perfumed. Solana, happy birthday! I'm glad you can make it, she says over the steady thrum of the music. Drinks are over there. Make your song requests to congruence and take off your shoes. She looks down at your boots, then back up at, or you look down at your boots, then back up at Mars skeptically. She rolls her eyes and does a little bounce. Sock hop, just like the Earth, duh. At the refreshments table, Cal is stuffing his face with party food, and Rex shoves 2 glasses of punch in your hands. Gotta stay hydrated, he says, pouring himself another glass. We'll be sweating it out one way or another. He winks at you. Sir! Don't let them fool you, Tangent mutters, joining you. She smears a glob of something pink and meaty looking on a cracker. It's a well-documented phenomenon that people inexperienced with imbibing alcohol will begin to act as if they're drunk, even if they're completely sober. To Rex, she adds, I mean, of course, that I am not going to suffer any bad behavior. Rex grins as he pulls a flask out of his vest and... Where? What vest? Did he have it on his titties? Are they just like small little... Where does he hide it? I don't understand. Explain. Pulls a flask out of his vest and pours a healthy addition into his glass. Who says it's gonna be an act? Let's get a little loose. Come on, it's a party. The music changes to something with a fast pounding beat. Rex throws his head back and howls. Woo! It's time to dance! Tiniest flask in existence. Go feral for a bit. He's got like the tiniest little flask. You know, you're right, T. Guy's pockets are just on another level, and that's not fucking fair. I was gonna say, he has like the basically bag of holding, like the never-ending, like a never-ending flask, or whatever the fuck you call it. So it's itty bitty and it fits right in that tiny little pocket. Dance. What are you two doing here? Mars I'm fine with, the other two I'm not fine with. You, Rex, and Mars take to the dance floor. After a while, Anemone follows, pulling Vase behind her. You all dance until it feels like your heart is going to burst. From excitement, from exertion, and from the sheer joy of throwing yourself around the room with your friends. Nomi, who's playing DJ with congruence, spins up something a lot slower, more romantic. Grab a partner and pull them close, they announce dreamily, or whatever distance you both feel comfortable with. Damn! Well, I have some options. There's no way Deece is here. Damn, do you really have to like fucking work it, like book it out with Rex to get it up? Tammy, Deece, or Tangent? Someone's going to die of fun. Is Deece even here? Oh. Deece is standing over by the DJ screen, helping Nomi with the song selection. He freezes up when you ask him to dance, stammering an excuse, but Nomi gives him a playful shove towards you. Go dance with Solana, they say. I can handle things. Why do you look like that? Oh, God. Dancing with Deece is a bit of a disaster. Neither of you knows where to put your hands, and despite spending the entire song looking at his feet, Deece still manages to step on yours. He holds you rigid-armed and rocks back and forth mechanically until the song mercifully comes to an end. Other couples don't seem to have your lack of chemistry. Anemone and Vase have skipped dancing and gone straight to sucking face. Deece stares at them for just a bit longer than it is appropriate, then blushes and flees the dance floor. No, he's not the party type. After the slow songs, Nomi spins Congruence's music library to something with a little more bounce to it. The dance floor once more floods with bodies ready to gyrate the night away. But the tunes are abruptly interrupted by Governor Lum's hearspeak hijacking the feed. He strides to the stage, flanked by Security Chief Rhett. Everyone on the dance floor whines in unison at having some buzzkill adult stop the music, but Lum just raises his hands and smiles indulgently. Look at all of you, he says. Young pioneers. I look at you when I see the future, not just of this colony, but of all humanity. You catch a few people rolling their eyes. You've heard this before. Rhett here, good man, a real good man really, the best of the colony. Shared this poem from a great earth poet, Lum continues. Now, I'm not one for poetry myself, but
Damn if it's not something I want to share with you kids tonight on the eve of something really big.
He clears his throat and reads from his hollow palm.
We cannot tarry here. We must bear the brunt of danger. We, the youthful Sineway races. All the rest of us depend. Down the edges, through the passes, up the mountain steep, conquering, holding, daring, venturing as we go. The unknown ways. Pioneers, oh pioneers. We primeval forests felling. We the rivers stemming. Vexing we and piercing deep the mines within. We the surface broad surveying. We the virgin soil upheaving. Pioneers, oh pioneers. Rumble and hiss, this is bullshit.
Rhett looks a bit pained, but Lum continues.
What do you think that poem means, kids? He asks. Does it mean we should sit here in our colony, politely waiting for this planet to make space for us? He clenches his fist evocatively in the air. No, he exclaims. It means we need to get out there. We need to grab Vertumna by the balls and make it respect us.
He points to you specifically.
I need you, the next generation, to lead the charge. This is your planet, and you're old enough now to defend it. I'm asking all eligible fighters to join squads massing at expeditions, to get out there and attack those monsters where they live. We're taking the fight to them. No more hiding behind our walls.
To your left, Vase and Anemone lead the cheering that erupts. Lum and Rhett leave, and the music spins back up again. But only a few die-hard partygoers still want to dance. Everyone else is broken into small groups to discuss the announcement. You are Angie.
Yeah, boys, let's go.
This is bullshit, Cal exclaims, causing a few heads to turn. They're not even going to try to figure out why the animals are attacking us. They're just going to kill, kill, kill. He waves his arms over his head. Aren't we supposed to be better than that? Dees clearly agrees, though, much more quietly. No, they don't even know what's out there, he mutters. They have no idea what they're up against. The party fizzles out as everyone drifts away from the lounge. You return to find your parents have stayed up to make sure you got home safe. They've never done that before. You've always been told the colony was safe. Now you see their grim expressions, and you know that time is over.
Way up! We get a birthday cake from Tommy!
Oh, she's got little tears in her eyes. Tammy beams when she sees you, like there's nothing better in the world than the sight of your face. Happy birthday, Solana, she exclaims. She comes in for her annual birthday hug, throwing her arms around you and giving you a great big squeeze. Here, I got this. She steps back and reaches into one of her many deep pockets of her dress, producing a little paper bag. I made you this, she laughs, opening it to reveal a little snack-sized cake. Yeah, we've gone through this every year. We share it. She made her own. We eat them together. Alright. Well, we've made progress. We're all slowly turning into adults. We've met the Twink. We have evolved our dog boy into a fuck boy. Yeah. Things are happening. They're gonna happen. I don't know. I have to look up a guide for Rex because I still am not convinced that I'm going to do what is quote-unquote proper for Deese's storyline. But we'll see. Natural Pokemon evolution, exactly. Yeah. We will see what the future holds. We have 3 more years. 3 more years until the end of the game. Till the end of this story. That'll be interesting. Then we'll see what else can be done. I'm gonna go back and see what changes when I pick certain things. I'm very interested. Well, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying funny space novel. I'm still enjoying it. I enjoy seeing the different choices and seeing how things change as we go through. I'm glad this is one of those games that it wasn't just play it once and done. I'm glad it has a lot of replayability. But does that still I'm curious. It's still kind of feminine. Then we have our oh, that's more androgynous. And then we have a more masculine. It's cute. The fact that you can change it at any point is awesome. But anyway. Yeah, we'll get back to this. Oh. Oh. I didn't. They're so cute. I didn't know they make cute noises. That makes me so happy. Okay, that's a great place to end that. Just, I didn't know they made cute noises when you clicked on them. That makes me so happy. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, everybody. Make sure to hydrate or dehydrate, take your medications, eat some food, get lots of sleep, and join the Discord so you can see funny noodle pictures. Just so much spice today, as well as other funny things. I'll see you guys for the next stream, whatever that may be. Have a good night, everybody.